Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic Bounty Hunter Edition, and we're back with Zayton and Mako's adventures, of course. Now we have arrived at Grathan Estate, and I'm going to be using Death from Above here, because we haven't actually used that much, mainly because it's a huge cooldown. I mean, 45 seconds, really? Come on. I mean, I personally feel like we should have a much more reliable AoE, and I guess we do in the form of sweeping blasters, but in the grand scheme of things, it's kind of lame. I mean, it looks cool. Yeah, don't get me wrong about that, but in general, do you really want to be, I don't even know, using such a low damage technique? I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to the Imperial agent's AoE being so incredible, but yes, by comparison, the mercenary is vastly underpowered, which is kind of weird, because you would think that the mercenary would have a lot more firepower than the sniper. So yeah, that's kind of amusing, but whatever the case, we do have a couple of overlords. Wait, where are the overlords? No, apparently there. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're going to be eliminating the first one. We do need to pick up those additional additional bounties if I can actually go the right way for once. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Ah, yes, okay. So if we can head around here, that would be fine. And yes, we'll see where that goes, but I'm actually quite interested to see what happens with this particular questline, whether we're going to kill the Admiral or something along those lines. Yeah, Mako's not really into killing people, but more into making credits and not killing people. So I guess we're going to try to be a little bit more like that, but in the end, I'm just going to choose what I feel is best, and if she doesn't like it, well, that's just how it's going to be. So let's head on in, shall we? Oh, and there's an Overlord right here. Okay, hello, Overlord. Oh, yes, well, we're going to be using a tracer missile against you. And apparently absolutely destroying his HP. Yes, I'm just going to continually do tracer missile, because apparently that is the most effective way of dealing damage, or at least the most effective way I've seen of dealing damage anyway. Maybe we could actually deal some damage with rail shot. That's actually pretty nice, but it really does generate a lot of heat, which I'm not happy about, of course. Ah, yes. We don't want to get overheated, do we? Oh, overclocking. Yep. Well, whatever the case, the last one is within our grasp, and wow, Mako is just absolutely destroying them with her tanking capability. And there we go. Very nice. And we have reached level 14 as a result. Very good. So, let's speak to Verita?
Oh, what have we here? You're not even a Mandalorian, are you? When Lord Grathan's spy said my father contacted the Mandalorian Enclave, I expected they'd at least send me a real live Mandalorian. I'm afraid I'm a tad disappointed.
What does it matter who kills you?
A woman has to have standards. Wait, you don't seriously think you can kill me? I mean, I'm a Sith, and you're just whatever you are.
Oh, we've got a true believer.
Then again, it makes sense. Why would you come here if you thought you'd die? Apparently my father isn't the only one living in a dream world. You can't kill a Sith, you silly.
You believe you're invincible, little girl?
No, of course not. A more powerful Sith could kill me. Or a really lucky Jedi, I suppose. Perhaps a bomb, but not some random bounty hunter. You must be so crushed. Live and learn, I guess. Except, not in your case. Sorry.
Oh my, someone's way too overconfident in my opinion. Okay, this is going to be rather amusing in actual fact, because I personally think that she's going to die very, very quickly indeed. It seems as though she's already dying pretty fast, but we are taking a lot of damage as a result of her AoE. Need to be a little bit more careful about that next time, because obviously we don't really have the greatest healing powers, and it would be nice to just get out of the way. There we go. That's a little bit better. And, oh, apparently we can speak to her once again. Well, I'm actually unsure what I'm going to do, because she is very, very arrogant. Oh, yes, very arrogant. And we don't like those people, do we? No.
What? I lost? I can't lose. I'm Sith.
Someone's been filling your head with garbage.
Can't die like this. Fall into some common bounty hunter. Everything Lord Grathan told me was a lie. I've been living in a dream world. It can't end like this. It can't.
You're not the first Sith who died from arrogance, and you won't be the last.
I just can't believe it.
Well, I feel like justice has been served. Hopefully we'll get a chance to aim our blasters at Admiral Frabal as well. That would be pretty nice, in my opinion. So let's go back to the Nexus Room Cantina, because that is where we have to go. Yes, unfortunately he's not in the cantina. I doubt he would actually be seen in a cantina if you built it all the way around him and he was in Carbonite. So, yeah. Probably just gonna head on over there and see what he has to say for himself. He is relatively similar to his daughter in his level of arrogance, but I wouldn't say that he is that bad. I'm actually kind of surprised, because you would think that that would happen, but, well, we'll see. Maybe. Maybe, just maybe, but are we going to speak to his secretary again? That's going to be pretty amusing if we are.
Reports of the raid on Lord Grathan's estate are pouring in. I trust you were successful in your endeavor. My daughter, Veretta, is...
She's as dead as it gets.
Yes. Just as you say. Here, take your credits and go. You'll understand if I say I never want to see the face of my daughter's murderer again.
You may not want to go looking in any mirrors for a while.
Just go.
Come on. He needs to be alone with what he's done.
Well, that's a laugh, isn't it? That is a complete laugh. He actually literally said to our face, I don't want to look at my daughter's murderer. Yes, really? Is he serious? Because he's the one that asked us to do the job. Yeah. So I guess our response was actually pretty well-founded, in my opinion. Oh, the nerve of these people. Literally, the nerve. I really can't understand it. It's a job. It is a job, and I'm doing my job. I mean, I don't understand why they have to make it so personal all the time. Well, whatever the case, let's actually speak to our bounty hunter trainer. We actually have a couple of things to actually spec into. Oh, hello there. A fusion missile. That actually requires an activation time. So, probably not going to be doing that. But otherwise, we have Jet Boost. I'm not really going to be using this, I feel. It is a charge. Blasts 8 nearby enemies back and away. Targets hit by this take elemental damage. Yeah, probably not going to be doing that. Ooh, damage reduction might be pretty useful, though. I'm going to put that there. Jet Boost I'm going to remove completely. I personally do not like it at all. Let's put stun on that, and fusion missile, not going to be using that either, in my opinion. It's way too long a cast to justify its means, and it has a 20-second cooldown. I don't know why I would ever use it, but maybe it's some good damage.
Second bounty is done. Just one more, and I'm in the melee.
Right you are. And competition is heating up. That little green girl, Iopian Rattle, finished all her bounties. Heard she poisoned an Imperial moth.
Lucky we didn't get that one. Not sure how we'd work it out.
Now, I ain't allowed details on whatever you were scrapping for Admiral Fabal, but I got a clearance note says it was duly scrapped. Nice payday, too.
Professionals don't talk about their clients.
I hear you. Less I know, the better. Here we go. Bounty 3. I call it, someone's got a serious hate for my hunter. Top secret, crazy, red flag covered. This one's for a Captain Metal in Imperial Intelligence. No other information.
What exactly is Imperial Intelligence?
Spook arm of the Empire. Secrets, lies, and things that don't need asking about. Watch yourself with those people. Stay careful. Get this one done, and don't get yourself dead in the process.
I will try my very best, of course. So, let's take a look here. I am probably going to be taking these pants. Am I going to be taking the pants, or am I going to be taking the crystals? I think I'm actually going to take the crystals right now. We seem to be doing fine with our gear right now, and I may be doing some heroic missions a little bit later on as well. Alright, so we are now in Imperial Intelligence, and if you guys actually have seen my Trooper series, then you will know that Commander Dawn has something to do with a certain Elara, perhaps? Maybe that's her father. Well, we don't know particularly, but let's head in to Captain Metal, and meddle in his affairs. Oh, ho, ho. Oh yes, exactly.
What the... Oh, right. The bounty hunter. Glad you could make it. Feeling nervous, alien? Standing in the middle of Imperial Intelligence?
I could say one word, or touch one button, and you'd disappear forever.
Poof. Gone. Just like that. No one would even dare to ask what happened to you.
Go ahead. Say the word and see what happens.
Nicely done. I like you, Hunter. I really do. I never signed up for this cloak and dagger stuff. I was a regular soldier. Then one day, I put together a covert op raid that goes a little too well. And bam! I'm in Imperial intelligence. Look, what I'm saying is the stuff that goes on in these halls is insane. And all of it is crazy hush-hush. So what I'm going to tell you has to stay just between you and me. Got it?
My price tag always includes the cost of discretion.
Here's the deal. There's a huge ancient Sith temple on Drummond Cuss. Used to just sit there being scary. Now the place is crawling with Sith sorcery. And it's been ordered a no-go zone for everyone. Naturally, we sent a team in. My commander led that team. Nobody came back. We can't report any of them dead without reporting the mission, which puts me in a bind.
I still don't see what you need me for.
If I can't prove my commander's dead, I can't take over his spot, which means an ugly power vacuum. I'm hiring you to enter that temple and find the team's ID cards, especially my commander's. I need those IDs to create more acceptable deaths for them.
What if this commander and his team are still alive?
They're not. And even if they are, they're not. Understood. Make sure you find an Imperial commander named Gargan. Can't imagine there'll be more than one corpse in a temple wearing commander stripes. Grab all the team's ID cards and double time it back here, quietly.
Oh, okay. Well, that seems relatively easy, but it is a dark Sith temple, so there's bound to be many, many complications that we will have to deal with. So, for now, I will end this episode off here, and next time we'll participate in the spy game. And so, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.